Well, I've gone 8-1 the last 2 weeks with my NFL free pick videos right here on Wager Talk TV. So let's keep the momentum for a third consecutive week as I have a winning pick in the Buffalo and Houston game on Sunday. Will the Bills be able to bounce back from that thrashing at the hands of the Baltimore Ravens last Sunday night? They lose that game 35-10 and were dominated in every facet of that contest. Will the Texans, be able to improve to 4-1 after just squeaking by winless Jacksonville at home last week? But it's a battle of 3-1 teams. And I am not going to lean toward the side here. I think the side is a tough pick, but I am going to have a winning total. So stay tuned for my pick and analysis on why I like that winning total. All right. Just a couple friendly reminders, folks. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's absolutely free to do so. Just click that subscribe button below, and that will get you going, and you'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here on Wager Talk TV. And while you're at it, go into your YouTube settings and click on that alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV, and you'll be notified immediately upon any of our great content being published right here on our great channel. I mentioned I was 8-1 the last 2 weeks in the NFL with my free pick videos right here on this channel. And I've hit about 58% or so with my free picks on Wager Talk TV since I began with them back in mid-March. So also I'm asking folks, I don't want a star on my forehead. This is what I do for a living. I'm supposed to win. Also, I'm asking is you kindly hit that like button. It's just a small token of your appreciation for the time, work, and effort that I put into bringing you a quality free pick video each and every day. Just another two friendly reminders, and thank you for being patient. Friday night, 5% best bet from yours truly in the game between Syracuse and UNLV, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday night from Las Vegas, and that game will be televised on Fox Sports 1. And why should you purchase that game from me? Well, quite simply, folks, I'm 26-3 with my 5% best bets in all sports since February the 2nd of this year. Also, college football, number one in money earned at Wager Talk since the start of last season. In addition to, since December 2nd of 2022, I've hit 59% of my college football premium picks right here at Wager Talk and made a net profit for my clients of over $8,000 according to the grading system that we use at Wager Talk. So a lot of good things there. It's $35, Syracuse, UNLV on Friday. And don't forget Saturday college football, the last 3 Saturdays in college football, 11-4. So a lot of good things to like on the college football card on Friday and Saturday. I'll have at least 4 picks on Saturday in college football, possibly 5. So keep an eye on that. In any event, thank you for being patient. Let's get to the Buffalo-Houston game, which kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday in Houston. Right now, the Buffalo Bills are a 1-point favorite, and the total is 47.5. Well, Buffalo is averaging 30.5 points per game, despite the fact they only scored 10 last week against the Ravens. However, it's a little bit of a deceptive number because they're only averaging a little over 300 yards of total offense per game. So a lot of those points that they've been scoring in the early going are a culmination of some pretty good complementary football. Their special teams creating short fields for their offense, defensive turnovers, a defensive touchdown. So there's been a lot of attributing factors. In Buffalo right now, in my estimation, 5 good receivers, but not any great receivers, and not any receiver that really scares you to stretch the field on a consistent basis. Buffalo's proud defense, like I alluded to, they were torched last week for 427 yards and 35 points. This is a Buffalo defense in their first 3 games that allowed just 16 points and 290 yards per game. I look for this proud unit after they were lambasted last week, embarrassed. They were out-physicaled, in every sense of the word. And I look for the Buffalo Bills and their coaching staff to have this defense ready to go on Sunday. Some bad news is Von Miller has been suspended for 4 weeks for league disciplinary action. He did have 3 sacks this year, but folks, I just think it's a little bit overrated, his loss, because those 3 sacks, 2 of them came at when the game was well decided and the other team was in an obvious passing situation, and he's played limited snaps this year. What is important to me is Terrell Bernard, their starting middle linebacker, who's missed the last 2 games and was a real up-and-comer starting with last year. He's a future star, and he looks like he'll be available on Sunday. And also, there's a chance we'll see all-pro slot cornerback Taron Johnson get back into the lineup. So that should be a real boost to the Buffalo defense. Johnson's the least likely to return, but there's a chance. I mean, he did go through a light practice on Wednesday, and he got hurt 7 plays into the season in their opener against the Cardinals. So both of those players, if they come back, it certainly would provide Buffalo with a huge boost defensively. Houston, this is a team that's 3-1, and they're only averaging 19.8 points per game, which is surprising because if you look at the pieces that Houston has at the offensive skill positions, including at quarterback, you would expect this team to be putting up a lot more points than they already have. The Texans have gone 3-0 to the under in their last 3 games. In those contests, averaged just a combined 39 points per game. Houston's also allowed only 313 yards or less in all 4 games this year. So Houston offense gets a lot of ink and a lot of hype, but the Houston defense, you can make a case. They've been playing a hell of a lot better than their offense right now. As a matter of fact, in those 4 games, I mentioned 313 yards or less in each one, but 273.8 yards per game allowed. That's excellent defense, folks. Since the start of last year, the Houston Texans have played 7-1 to the under at home whenever the total was 42.5 to 49. As I mentioned earlier, this total is 47.5, so it certainly qualifies. Also, since last year, the Buffalo Bills are 5-1 to the under on the road whenever their point spread is +3 to -3, and they're -1 in this game, so that qualifies. And lastly, since Sean McDermott has taken over as head coach of the Buffalo Bills back in 2017, the Bills have played 21-7 to the under on the road when the total was 42.5 to 49. So a lot of good stuff to like about this being a low-scoring affair. I think both defenses will be very good. And the offense is, like I alluded to, they're very capable of putting up big numbers. But I think we'll see a 20-17 type of game, 21-17 type of game. And this game stays under this sizable number of 47.5. So Buffalo, Houston under 47.5 on Sunday in the NFL. Also, folks, I'll be back shortly with another NFL free pick video on the Arizona Cardinals and San Francisco 49ers game. We have a site-wide special going on right now at Wager Talk. $77 will get you any of our handicappers, including myself, 7-day all-access pass. That's 7 days of picks in all sports from any one of us for just $77. Folks, that amounts to just $11 per day. So you want to take advantage of that offer. More specifically, you want to take advantage of that offer with myself by going to my personal link at wt.buzz/RB. And again, college football, folks, the last 3 Saturdays, 11-4, number 1 in money earned since the start of last season in college football at Wager Talk. 59% winners since early December of 2022 with my college football premium picks, and a net profit during that time of over $8,000. A lot of things to like. I'll be back shortly. Until then, take care and God bless, folks.